Metallici. MAGNAT Style Metallici is a single-layer acrylic textured paint which gives a decorative surface structure with a metallic effect provided by silver, golden or graphite particles against a selected background color. Depending on the light type, its incidence angle and the substrate color, the finish can either be subtle or highly contrasting. The product is recommended for indoor walls and architectural details. It's a great and simple solution for people seeking modern, stylish decorative effects. Application of the coating requires the following products and tools: Magnat Latex Matte Base, a latex indoor paint in the color chosen with the Magnat color system MCS, Metallici, a textured paint with metallic particles, a Venetian clay brush, a Venetian clay plastic float. Substrate preparation. Proper substrate preparation or the evaluation of the substrate condition is a critical stage of any decorative work. The surface to be coated with MAGNAT Style Metallici should be solid, level, dry and free of dust, adhesive residues, oil, grease or grime, as well as smooth and matte. First, paint the substrate uniformly with the Magnat Latex Matte Base in the color chosen with the Magnat color system. Product preparation. MAGNAT Style Metallici is a ready-to-use product. Stir the paint by hand. Repeat the stirring several times during the application. The metallic particles in the product may vary in size depending on production lots. In that case, stir the product vigorously to break up the larger particles and obtain a more uniform grain size. Application. Apply MAGNAT Style Metallici in one layer. Start with places that are difficult to reach. Take a small portion of the paint with the brush and spread it gently on the surface in a crisscross pattern, being careful not to crush the metallic particles. It's important to apply the paint thoroughly and uniformly to avoid creating translucent matte patches, which would be especially visible once the coat has dried. After about 15 minutes from the application, depending on the ambient conditions, that is, when the surface starts to dry, smooth the coat with a plastic float. This will produce an effect of ground and flat metallic particles visible in the texture. Move the float in the same direction in which the paint was applied. When starting to work with the plastic float, make sure that the particles do not stick to the tool. If they do, the coating is not dry enough, so give it a few more minutes before you rub it. Rubbing the coat too early or too late will not produce the right finish. In case of larger surfaces to be decorated, apply the Metallici layer on each plane in the same order. Application first, then rubbing the metallic particles. Leave the finished decorative layer for at least 2 hours to dry. The paint develops full strength with resistance to soiling in 28 days. If the product is to be applied on surfaces extremely exposed to soiling, it's advisable to cover the entire decorative layer with MAGNAT Style rustic top coat sealer.